Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. My name is BereghostGames and we are playing Farming Simulator 2013. This game was generously donated to me yesterday by a person on a family game night server by the name of SkrilleXD. So thank you very much. It was very kind and generous of you to get this for me. This particular game I probably won't make a series on. This is a type of game that I'm actually having a lot of fun with off camera. I wouldn't know if it would be very entertaining for people to watch, but the whole premise of this video is for a couple of folks that were actually interested in picking this game up themselves and just wanted to kind of see it before they picked it up. I have no clue what I'm doing, so for those of you who are expert farmers, please let me know in the comments below how to play, because I really don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. All I know is that it's a first person, like you're in an open world city. You have all the different farms, you have all the different equipment. Like, there are so many pieces of equipment and attachments. It's insane. Like, I can't even comprehend half of this stuff. Like, I don't even know what half of the equipment does. So, but like I said yesterday, I messed with it for a couple of hours, but there's really not a whole lot of tutorial, you know, like, here, do this type of stuff. But this is your person here. Like I said, it's like a first person. And this is your farm. You've got these little question marks here that kind of tell you, like, this is your new farm. Follow the gravel path to the left to get to the main area. There you can find more introductory tips to the game. You have shift, which is like your sprint. You have flashlights, which is like your F. That way when it starts to get dark, it's actually got a huge world to it. I was quite impressed with that. But right down here in this path, you've got all of your main barns and equipment and stuff all stored down here. And then you've got all these little floating question marks everywhere. Like, this here is going to be your container for filling your fertilizer and sprayers and feeders, that sort of stuff. So what you do is you actually don't just click feed, you know, or fill your equipment out in the field. You actually physically have to drive your tractor back to the fill station, and the container will fill your equipment. That's how realistic this game is. And then right over here, this is your barn for your seed. So you'd actually have to drive your seeder over here to where these pallets are. See, if you have any coin to spare, you can refill your sewing machines at these pallets. And this is basically where your seed and stuff is. So if you want to plant corn, or you want to plant sun taters, whatever you want, or wheat, canola, whatever you want to plant, you come over to these pallets, and then you your seeder, you get to choose which seed you want. And then this little plant here, store your potatoes and sugar beets by unloading them here. 2 conveyor belts are located behind the wall here where you can fill your trailers. So you actually have a trailer. This is just the basic equipment, which I'll get to that in just a second. But you can drive a trailer around behind and it will fill up your trailer with potatoes. Here are your silos for your corn, canola, wheat, and everything else that you've got here. This is your dump station, so you would drive your trailer over this little belt here, and you would dump all your grain and stuff down into this little section. These silos are temporary storage for your commodities. Drive over the unloading spot with the full trailer and unload the contents. A symbol is displayed to the right as soon as the position starts to offload. So when you drive your tractor over it, you'll hit a button and your little trailer gate will actually open and dump to the side and dump all your grain and stuff in there. It's pretty neat. I'm really shocked at how detailed this is. This is your chickens and stuff. You can actually have chickens and get eggs when you buy chickens and that sort of stuff. I'm not sure as far as if you actually have to physically come here to get the eggs. I know that you can buy more chickens. I just haven't gotten that far into it. Like I said, I've only played a couple hours of it. As soon as you buy some chickens, they get delivered directly to this spot. Chickens lay eggs which you can sell at the village or the farm shop. And this is the part that got confusing because I didn't know really where I was supposed to be taking all the equipment. And you actually have to keep your equipment fueled as well, so that's something else. If a vehicle's gas tank gets empty, you can refuel at this spot. There are more gas stations at the village and the farm shops and the spinnery. So all throughout the city, there's actual farm shops over there where you can drive in the city and get fuel and go to the store. It's actually a huge tractor store as well. If you have a surplus of straw or hay bales, you can place them here and receive some money in return. Looks like for the most part, that's all the little help, you know, little tips and tricks and that sort of stuff. But these are all of your different, pieces of equipment and stuff here. So you have like all these different plows, and this is just the standard. Like this is the bare minimum tractors equipment that they give you. Like there are so many tractors you can buy, so many different pieces of equipment, so many upgrades to these, so many different upgrade trailers. I can't even explain to you guys the complexity of how much stuff. Like it's a very, very complex game. It's not like your typical Farmville where you just click farm, 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 click plant, 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 and then harvest. Like you actually have to do the work yourself, or you hire people to do it for you, which is actually pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with getting into this tractor here, and you can actually go into like a third person, or you can actually get into the cab itself, which is pretty neat. And then let's see, you also have cab lights for your tractor that you can turn on. That way when it gets nighttime, you can actually see what you're doing. I don't know how to turn that beacon on though. I know you can turn that little beacon on up there, but I don't know all the controls just yet. So let's see. Let's back up and let's get our trailer hitched up here. There we go. So now we've got our trailer hitched up. Basically, this is to gather up your wheat and stuff, if you want. If I'm even right about this, I really don't know, to be honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over here real quick, because this is kind of what I figured out on my own yesterday, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows what they're doing over me. But I know there's tons of fields all throughout the prop, like that field there. I mean, I don't know how to access the map. I think it was there we go. There's a little PDA thing. 9 is to zoom the map. There we go. See, look at all those plots. There's like, what, 30 something plots everywhere? 32 plots? There's a lot of stuff. Like, that map is huge, and there's the cities all in the middle. You got your weather forecasts on your little PDA. You've got the prices of everything, so that way you know when to sell everything. You've got your finances today, so that way you know what your expenses are, your running costs, I mean, there's a lot to it. Your statistics on everything. It's it's pretty crazy stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come on over here, and from my experience, what I usually do, and I don't know if this is costed too much money or if I'm even supposed to be doing this right, but on this wheat here, I usually will hire somebody to drive the harvester, and then I just drive alongside it and then have it collect into my trailer. But that's kind of, I guess, really up to you how you want to do it. So you can get in this and drive this if you really want to. So what we can do is let's see, we're going to attach our front harvester. See, now it brings up all the different options you need. You can hire a worker, you can turn it on, you can lower the cutter, all that sort of stuff. So if you want, you can pull it just right, get it all lined up right here. Just like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this tractor, and then I'm going to see if I can't get this all lined up here. And we're going to come over here like this, just like that. That way we can get a worker hired on this thing, and then it'll start so let's hire a worker, get out of that. There you go. And then that arm should extend. Oh, he's leaving me in the dust here. But see, I can drive alongside just like that. You can see in my trailer there. Well, if I get close enough to him anyway. There you go. All the wheat is being put into my trailer here. All the grain and stuff. Like that. Now I'm going to drive ahead of him here. That way he can turn around. And then we'll get on this side of him now. Oh, he would turn it back up, wouldn't he? There we go. There we go. Oh, I got too close to him. There we go. So anyway, you can follow alongside them just like this if you want to actually put it right in. And then down at the bottom right corner, you can see the level of your trailer. Right now it's only at 9% filled. Your gas is underneath that, your finance is underneath that, and your mile per hour is underneath that. So if you're actually doing the harvesting yourself, you actually have to harvest at a specific speed. You don't want to go too fast, or else it just won't harvest all that great. So what we'll do then is we'll let this guy continue to harvest. We'll do one more pass with him, and then I'll show you guys how to drop the trailer off and all that sort of stuff. And there we go. So you can sit here and check out. It's kind of hard to drive inside the cab to do that, but see, I don't know what the point of this is as far as if this is making more money doing this compared to just leaving it on the ground. I really don't know. But we'll do this last pass here with him. We'll take off this way. We'll go back to the little silo area. And like I said, there's not a lot of tutorials. That's the thing, is it's not really telling me here, you have to do this first, or make sure to do this first. Go plow the fields or do this. It doesn't really tell you a whole lot. Like these equipment here, I figured out how to use those. I did some tractor spreading, like the plowing and that sort of stuff, and I'll show you guys that here in just a second. Well, what happened? A shipment of party balloons could not be delivered as the delivery truck refused to start. Lend a helping hand. Required equipment: a front end loader with a pallet fork. See, I don't have a front end loader with a pallet fork, so I guess I'll have to deny that, unfortunately. Which I actually did buy the last time I tried playing. So anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to just pull right above this thing here. Make sure your trailer is right above it like that. And then you'll hit Q. Normally, if you have a lot more than that, your trailer will actually kind of raise and tip to the side, which is pretty cool. And then what you do is you can circle back along this way. The potatoes look like they're all on the conveyor belts here. Say you pull up your trailer and then all your potatoes will start to fill up your bin back there. See? It fills up your trailer just enough. Now that's all filled up. Now as far as where you take them, I have no idea where you take these things. That's another thing, is I really don't know where you're supposed to take them. I don't know if you're supposed to take them to a store or really what the deal is, but I'm just going to park this truck here for now. See, you can tab out, you can go to this harvester here. You've got tractors all throughout the farm. And then let's see, we're going to go to the plow, which is this thing here. So we're going to connect to this thing first, because you got to have these little counterweights here. There we go. Now we're going to go back to this one here. Connect to our plow. Okay, plow's all ready. Now we're going to come over here. To where our guy's harvesting here. Like I said, don't quote me on any of this, guys. I don't know if this is right or not. It's just stuff I was messing around with just to kind of figure it out on my own, since I haven't the slightest clue as to what I'm doing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get it just about to the crops there. And you can hire a worker for this as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lower it. Let's go ahead and let's raise it back up. Let's get actually right on the crops here. There we go. Let's lower it now. And then you can start the drive, and then you'll start the plow. See how the dirt is changing colors? And you can actually hear it, and the dust is all breaking up and that sort of stuff. I'm a terrible driver, though. That's the thing, is I'm not keeping it. And this is a little easier to do this, actually. Man, I need a mask or something. There we go. So now you get all your stuff. Anyway, so what you could do then is you could just hit H. You'll hire a worker. And then he'll just do it all on his own, just like this. See how that whole line is perfectly plowed? And he's going to back up. He's going to turn around. And then he'll perfectly plow this field for you. See? See? Now he's perfectly plowing this field for you. Then you can come over here and you can get on your seed spreader. As soon as this tractor fires up, just got started. Let's go ahead and attach our seed. So we can plant corn, you can plant whatever you want. It's already loaded. We'll go ahead and plant corn, but it's already loaded with seeds for now. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to go on over here. This is just one field. So obviously as you guys progress and you start to get, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars and you guys start to become real farmers, you're going to have multiple fields going at one time. So you're going to have multiple harvesters, tractors, you're going to have bigger equipment. There's going to be a lot more different things to plant, a lot more equipment as far as the, see that guy stopped there for some reason. I'm not sure why. I wonder if he's like all filled up or his harvester's filled up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start here. You'll hit V to lower your seed, and then it should, let's see, lifted higher select seed. Oh, we never filled it. I thought it was filled. So it isn't filled yet, so I'm sorry. I guess you do have to go select some seed real quick, so let's go do that real fast. We'll let the plow guy continue to catch up to the harvester. We'll have to bring the trailer back, which is full of potatoes. I don't know how to get rid of those potatoes, though. That's the bad thing. So I think we're kind of stuck on that aspect. But like I said, I really haven't the slightest idea, you know, what I'm doing right now. I don't know how to get rid of the potatoes. I've tried driving into town, but I don't know how to sell them. So we're going to come right on over here. Let's see, we want to get corn, so we're going to hit R. There you go, it's filling up our seeds. Just like that. We're all filled up on seeds now. Now we can go back to our field and start to plant what we're wanting to plant here. I mean, look at the detail in this equipment. They did a really good job with all the detail, and I'm sure that's exactly what a seed machine looks like too, at least a basic tractor. I was inside the shop earlier, and the size and the complexity of the equipment is pretty crazy. Alright, so now, squeaky ass brakes here. There we go. So now I should be able to get right about there, even though I'm off a little bit, but whatever. Let's go ahead and lower our seeder. There you go. See, I was planting seeds now, even though I'm missing it a little bit. You can see the yellow lines. That's all the seeds in the field now that I'm planting here. So we'll go ahead and hire a worker for this as well. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get rid of these potatoes. That's the only bad thing. Or back up this trailer either. Just don't know how to get rid of this thing. I don't think we come over here and put them in here. That would be pretty stupid. But let's see, just in case. Potatoes is not accepted here. Okay. I just don't know where to take potatoes. So what we'll do is maybe we'll cruise over here for a little bit. We'll let those guys do all their farming over there. You can see the plower and the seeder machine going at it. And then we'll come on over here. See, there's like an open world you can actually drive in. You can leave your farm, and you can see the map how it's getting bigger down over here. Like I drove around it for a little bit yesterday. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. As far as what we're supposed to do, I have no idea. But this is a store that sells all sorts of tractor equipment, but I don't know. You can actually go to an ATM as well. If you come right on over here, there's an ATM machine you can go to. Let's see, our finances. You can actually repay, and you can borrow loans from the bank from your ATM. Like if you want to take a loan out of like $200,000, you know, for example, I'm just going to take the whole loan out for $200,000, even though that's not what you want to do. But I just took out a $200,000 loan from the bank. Then you can come on over here. So that way, if you do start to get jobs for equipment, I mean, look at this equipment. So then you can come over here and activate the shop menu. So you have tractors sorted by machine type, sort by brand. So if you're looking for a specific brand, I mean, it's crazy. Animals, if you want to buy some cows, some sheep, some chickens. Placeable objects, you want to do a bee house, greenhouses for lettuce, herbs, tomatoes, wind energy, converters, solar collectors. There's a lot of stuff here. And this is the stuff that you own. You can actually sell this old equipment back, like if you don't want it anymore, if you buy something else. So like, for example, tractors. We can do tractors, you can do front end loaders, harvesters, potato harvesting, beet harvesting, sorry, tippers, you know, like your trailers, cultivators, plows, sowing machines, fertilizer spreaders, sprayers, manure spreaders, slurry tanks, mowers, windrowers, tedders, loading wagons, baling technology, feeding technology, weights for your equipment, miscellaneous stuff, and then back to tractors again. There is a lot. And then each of those categories I just went through with you is all of these equipments that I've been scrolling through. I mean, look at these things. $359,000 for that bad boy. And it even tells you the power, the maintenance, $450 a day. Like this is stuff that you're going to buy way late game. You know, this is high duty stuff right here. You've got some front end loaders. See, there's a front end loader there. You got buckets, you got forks, you got a bucket and forks combination. You got a lizard wheel loader. That one's pretty badass. Those are real fun to drive. All these different fork assemblies, different loaders down there. I mean, it's amazing, all the different harvesters and equipment. I mean, these harvesters produce a lot more and can go a lot better than that little old one that I've got there. So, water shortage. See this one here, we need a front end loader with a pallet fork. See, that's what I'm saying is, I don't have that yet. I mean, I could probably buy one real quick, but I didn't want to get too far into all this. I basically just wanted to show you guys what the game was about. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't know where to sell the potatoes, so this is kind of where I've been stuck for a little bit. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, this isn't something that I'm going to really make a series about, as it is. I can refuel here as well. But it's something that I'm going to play on my own. I actually enjoyed this game a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun once I kind of learn what I'm doing. It's just, oh wait, what is that down there? Might have saw something I can sell potatoes to. But anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's definitely, if you guys are into these types of games, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more different than your typical farm simulator games. I think it's worth the purchase if you guys are into something like this. Like I said, I can't imagine it being very entertaining for you guys to watch. That's why I'm not really going to make a series on it. But it's definitely something that I'm going to play on my own. But at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you guys do understand the game, or maybe you played some of the old farm simulator games and you know what you're supposed to be doing, please let me know in the comments below, like what I'm doing wrong, where I should be starting with, or maybe there's a video that you can link me to, you know, that kind of gives me a little bit more of a hint or a heads up as to what I'm supposed to be working on first. So at any rate, guys, we'll see you guys next time.